Alright, budget magic time. Playing some mono blue wizards in modern. And, oh, we're going to try this. There's so much upside if we find an island. This hand could be really good. Alright, there's an island. So now this hand's actually pretty sweet. We have plenty of stuff we can play if we can resolve our stuff against this, blue deck. Oh, it's Merfolk. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Well, play the snow-covered island. Play Void Mage Prodigy. I do not know how this is going to go. The island walkiness is really scary. The only good news is Cyclonic Rift could be super good for us. Ether Vial. Master of the Pearl Trident. Opponent gets in. Yep. Well, let's see what we draw. I think we're leaning very heavily on Cyclonic Rift. I don't really like letting our opponent replay Silvergill Adept. Let's get in with Void Mage. If our opponent wants to trade a Lord, that is spectacular. They do not. Well, I guess we got a Harbinger. I really hate bouncing Silvergill because it lets our opponent draw another card. But the game plan we're on is stay alive long enough to Cyclonic Rift. And this is our best way of doing that. So what we're looking at is probably Wistful Selkie next turn, and then hopefully Cyclonic Rift the following turn. Of course, if we get a chance to block this Master of the Pearl Trident, we will. There's Silvergill again. Oh, another Lord. Another Lord. Well, now there's a real question as to whether we will live long enough to do any of this. Opponent gets it with the Master. Down to 14. Judge's Familiar. Well, 1-2. Add mana. Play Wistful Selkie. Draw a card. This might just be the nightmare matchup. Play Judge's Familiar. Pass the turn. See if we live another turn. Our opponent's got 10 damage on board, so technically they need 2 Lords to just kill us. They could also have a counter, which would ruin everything. Lord. Oh, Silvergill. Okay. Not a Lord. Do they have 2 Lords? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Okay. Now we need to top deck Nykthos, or we lose. Well, let's see if we top deck a Nykthos. We have 2 in our deck. Another Ether Vial. Opponent gets in with everything. Yeah, spreading seas on Nykthos is brutal. Nykthos? Nope. And we will scoop it up. Yeah, this might just be a really challenging matchup. Our opponent has endless Island Walk Lords, which pretty good against our deck. We don't even have great sideboard cards for Merfolk. We can try to bring in River's Rebuke. Could be good if the game goes long enough. The big problem is just... the big problem is the Island Walk Lords. They happen to be very good against a deck that's all snow-covered islands. So I guess we're going to go down, I think, a couple Void Mage Prodigies and bring in the Vapor Snags and River Rebukes. Also go down the Mana Leaks and just try it like that. Try it like that. That's probably our best way to win, is just play some stuff. Ugh. 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 Well, we're going to keep this. Master Waves can put a lot of power and toughness on the battlefield. Vapor Snag allows us to do some tricky stuff like bouncing an Island Walk Lord after our opponent attacks, which is probably our best way to actually kill various Merfolk. So I think this is worth trying at least. We are definitely hoping to draw some early game stuff to power up the Master of Waves. Opponent, Island, and Curse Catcher. Alright, Curse Catcher, not that good against us. Come on, 2 drops. Well, Night Veil Specter's not bad. That is a way to make our Master of Waves better. Another Island. There's a Lord. Well, let's Vapor Snag the Lord. Opponent gets in for 1. Snow-covered island. Run out Night Veil Specter. Well, if our stuff resolves, there might be a world where Master of Waves is enough to win this game. Opponent has a Mutavault. We'll see. I mean, it's a lot of power and toughness, and a lot of elementals. Unfortunately, they can't block, thanks to Island Walk, but still, I think there's a chance. And A chance is pretty much all we can hope for in a matchup that's super bad for us. There's the Master. Oh dear. And Dismember. Chance diminishing greatly. Now our Master of Waves doesn't really do anything this turn, so we need to Wistful Selkie, and now I think it's going to be too slow. Wistful Selkie, draw a card. Play Snow-Covered Island, pass the turn. Yeah, that Dismember was super key for our opponent. Probably the thing that makes us lose. Although, this is not a good matchup. The Island Walk Lords are just, they're miserable for us. Opponent, getting in with the Curse Catcher. We're taking 3. Opponent passes. We draw a land. I mean, we can just bounce Regery. Well, let's go attacking. See what happens. Opponent takes it. Yeah, I think we just have to bounce Regery. Too easy to just lose if we don't. Play the Snow-Covered Island. Pass the turn. Still not sure this was going to be fast enough. Silvergill Adept. Interesting. Looking for a land. Come on, no lands. And Ether Vial. Oh! We might have a chance here. Opponent gets in for 2. Okay. Well, play Snow-Covered Island. Play Master of Waves. Make a ton of elementals. Go attacking. Opponent takes it. Let's see if we die this turn. That's the big question. If our opponent can kill us this turn, then we obviously lose. If we get to untap and our Master of Waves is still alive, then we should win. With our opponent only having 3 lands, they shouldn't be able to go crazy explosive with Miro Regery, just because it's 3 mana to get it down, so they can't really follow it up and start untapping, so there might still be a chance here. Master Waves is really powerful. It is a good Magic card. Okay. Harbinger of Tides. I don't think this ruins things. Opponent passes. Unless they also have Dismember. Oh, well, Curse Catcher ruins our River's Rebuke. Play the Island. Master Waves number 2. And pray for no Dismembers. Block, 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 die. Yeah, I mean, this is all we got. Is it enough? Did we sneak out a win? And our opponent scoops it up. Oh my goodness, we got there. All right, all right, all right, all right. Well, it's possible we beat Merfolk. Still don't like our chances going into game 3 on the draw, but it's possible. We proved it. We proved that it's possible. We're just going to run it back. I don't think there's any good reason to really change things. Okay. I mean, this is what our deck looks like. It's not like we have any I win sideboard cards against Merfolk anyway. So, Snow-Covered Island. Judge is familiar. Pass the turn. Harbinger of Tides can give us some nice value. There's a Lord. Opponent gets in for 2. Oh, it's so rough thanks to Island Walk. Snow-Covered Island. I mean, I guess this is what we got to do. Just Harbinger, bounce Curse Catcher. Get in with Judge's Familiar. The other problem is we don't actually have much of a finisher in this hand. So I don't know if we're actually going to be able to race these Island Walkers. We have like Night Veil Spectre into Mausoleum Wanderer plus Night Veil Spectre. Our opponent doesn't have Ether Vial, which actually is a good thing for us. That does help. Alright, Silvergill Adept draws a card. And our opponent's a bit pinched on mana. Well, we're staying alive. And we could just draw a Master of Waves. That would be our best way of just closing this out. We got to keep attacking because we can't really block anyway. Opponent takes it. Down to 16. Play Night Veil Spectre. And pass the turn. Mutavault. That's a good land. There's Regery. Here comes the Merfolk. Yup. Down to a low life total. 11. Ooh. Well, play the Snow-Covered Island. Attack with everything. See what we get off our Night Veil Spectre. Smuggler's Copter. Interesting. Well, let's cast Smuggler's Copter, cast Harbinger Tides, bounce Master Waves, pass the turn. So Smuggler's Copter gives us one really weird possibility. Our opponent's going to explode onto the battlefield. Yep. Yeah, this is bad. Double Mirror Reachery is super bad. So now they get to just play their entire hand for free, essentially. Which is basically the nightmare. Yup. Wow. Well, that's what Merfolk does. So, our potential out is finding both Nykthos and like a River's Rebuke. Man, double Mirror Reachery is the most absurd thing I've ever seen. Yeah? Yes, opponent. You are casting every single thing. We get it. We get it. Wow, wait a minute. 3, 6, 7, 8. Our opponent actually had to get lucky there with the Harbinger Tides. If they didn't have that, we would have killed them. Bounces our Night Veil. And now we're 1 point of damage short. 1 point of damage. Oh, never mind. We're just dead this turn. Yeah, that was fair magic. All right. Well, that's a tough matchup either way. And that was an absurd turn. That was probably the best Merfolk turn I've ever seen Merfolk have. Literally in hundreds of games that I probably played against Merfolk. That is probably the single best turn. But it's a tough matchup either way, thanks to Island Walk. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, take a second and click that like button down below. It's a great way to help support the channel for free. And you can find the next video in the playlist right here.